Okay, guys, please go to the page 207. We are going to continue with the arithmetic sequences. Is the 207. We need, in the part that says check it out, we have another examples. Determine whether each sequence appears to be an arithmetic sequence. If this is a arithmetic sequence, we need to find the common difference in the next three terms. So we have two examples. We are going to try to solve these examples if they are arithmetic sequence or not. For the first one, you have the terms -3/4, comma, -1/4, comma, +1/4, and the next one is +3/4. I think I copied well this exercise. Yes. Okay. What we need to do is to find the common difference. So I'm going to subtract each pair of terms to see if the difference is the same in each one of them and see if I can find the next three terms of the sequence. Okay, so I need to subtract -1/4 minus -3/4. So 1/4 plus 3/4 is going to be 2/4, right? I can simplify, but I'm not going to simplify because in all the exercises, I have the 4 divided. So I don't want to simplify. I want to keep the same denominator, 4. Okay, so in the first one is 2/4. I'm going to find the difference from this. 1, 2. Okay. Number 2, I subtract 1/4 minus -1/4. Negative and negative are going to be positive, so I'm going to add, keep the same denominator, is 4, and 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. Again, I have 2/4. Look, what I'm doing in here is only subtract to find if the difference is the same. I subtract the number in here minus the previous number. I'm going to do the same. I subtract this minus its previous number. So in the number 3, we subtract 3/4 minus 1/4 equal 3 minus 1 is 2, and you copy the same denominator, is 2/4. So you have the same difference. So you already identified the common difference. The common difference D is 2/4. Guys, keep the microphone disactivated, please. Okay, D is 2/4. What we need to do in the next step, we need to find the next 3 values of this sequence because this is a arithmetic sequence. How can we find the values for this? I'm going to take this term and I'm going to add the common difference. So to obtain the term that is this after this one, you take 3/4 and you add 2/4. This is going to be equal 5/4. Later, you want to obtain the next one. So you take the 5/4 and you add the common difference, 2/4. 5 plus 2 is 7/4. Again, you do the same. You take this number and add the common difference, 7/4 plus 2/4. 7 plus 2 is 9, and you keep the same denominator, 4. So these are the next three terms of the arithmetic sequence. If I erase this, I'm going to erase this to show you. I write again the sequence. Okay. I have -3/4, -1/4, 1/4, 3/4, 5/4, 7/4, and the last one is 9/4. Because they are only asking you to obtain the next three values that are these three values you have in here. Okay. So what is the next step we need to do? We have another example. If you can see in the 1B, we need to identify if it's a arithmetic sequence or not. But I'm not going to solve this. I wanted to show you this one with fractions because we don't solve any one with fractions. You can try with the other one. So we can pass to the example 2. I want to finish today the example 2 and 3. So in the example 2, we need to find the n term of a arithmetic sequence. Example A, find the indicated term of each arithmetic sequence. For example, the 22nd term of 5, 2, -1, and -4. The step 1 is to find the common difference. We are going to do the same. We subtract to find the common difference. Later, we find the 22nd term, okay? And we are going to obtain this using the formula. A sub n equal A1. I'm going to copy with you so we can solve it in the, okay? We can solve it. Remember, you can solve all the parts that says check it out to practice if you want to practice more. And I assign you as homework only the guided practice, but if you want to practice more, you can solve the part that says practice and problem solving. Okay, so the arithmetic sequence we have is 5, 2, -1, and -4. The first step is to find the common difference, so we are going to subtract in each one. 2 minus 5 is -3 in here. -1 minus in here the -3 is going to be +1 because minus and minus are going to be positive. And in here, -4 minus -3 again, it becomes positive, so you subtract and you obtain -1. So the common difference is -3. This is the first step. For the second step, now I need to use the formula. You have the formula in the page 206. We copied yesterday this formula. Okay, write the rule to find the n term, and we are going to replace this. We need to find 8/22, the 22nd term. And I'm going to copy the formula with you. This is n. We are not replacing yet. A sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. That is the common difference. So you replace in this case, a sub 1 is this, right? This is the first term I have. This is 1. So a sub 22 is going to be a sub 1, that is 5, plus n, the number we are going to obtain is 22. So n is going to be 22. Remember, n is the number where I'm working. Where I'm working with 22 minus 1 multiplied by d. D is the common difference again. Don't forget about the variable d. We only solve the operation in here. A sub 22 is equal 5 plus 22 minus 1 is 21 multiplied by d, that is negative 3. A sub 22 is equal 5 plus 3 times 1, that is 3, and 3 times 2, that is 6. But this is negative. So at the end, we only subtract. And A sub 22 is equal negative 58. This is to obtain one number. Okay. Why is important in this formula? Why do you need to use this? Because if you want to obtain one term from the arithmetic sequence, for example, A sub 22, A sub 50, you are not going to obtain one by one the other numbers. For example, obtain the 5th term, the 6th, 7th, and the 20th term until you find the 50. One by one, you can take many pages, okay, finding all the terms. So you use the formula and you can find any term only replacing the values you have to obtain the value you need. In this case, you need A sub 22 and you obtain the answer. Okay, the exercise B is the same, so we are not going to solve the exercise B. Unless you don't understand this, we can solve other one, but if not, we can continue with example 3. Okay, or we can solve it. I think that we have time to solve this.
Mister.
Tell me.
Sorry. How do you know that n is 22?
Because it's the 22 term they are asking you. In the exercise, they told you find the 22nd term of this series, this sequence. In the beginning of the problem, they tell you 22nd term. In the other one, for example, okay, solve this one. We are going to solve this one. I'm going to show you. I'm going to erase this. We only keep the formula, okay? And we are going to change the sequence, and I'm going to change the common difference. The 5th, you need to obtain the 5th term of this. Guys, keep the microphone disactivated, please. Okay. So you need to change in this case to obtain the fifth term. I already have the 5th term. Okay, sorry, I'm just okay. I'm just checking the participants. Okay. The sequence you have is only one term. A1 is equal 7. And they give you that the common difference is 3. Okay, in this example, you cannot obtain the common difference because you only have one number. You only have that A1 is 7. So how can you use this? They are going to give you the common difference, okay? They are going to give you if you don't have the way to find. We only need to replace on the formula to obtain the 15th term. So A is going to be A sub 15. This is equal A1. A1 is this, you already have it in here. 7 plus n minus 1. And in this case is 15. 15 minus 1 multiplied by d, that is 3. The common difference in this exercise is 3. Okay, a sub 15. A sub 15 is 7 plus 14 multiplied by 3. A sub 15 is equal 7 plus, and what is the multiplication of 14 times 3 is 42. So at the end you have that a sub 15 is equal 49. You obtain the 15th term of this only having one term of the sequence, because you have the common difference and you use the formula only to replace the values. Okay, we have time to solve the example 3. The example 3 is the trouble application. The odometer on a car reads 60,473 on day 1. Every day the car is driving 54 miles. If this pattern continues, what is the odometer reading on day 20? What do you have in here? You have an example like the first one. Notice that the sequence for this situation is arithmetic, with D, the common difference, 54 miles, because they are telling you that the car is driving 54 miles every day. Okay, and if this pattern continues, what is the odometer reading in day 20? They are asking you the same we have in here to obtain for the day 20, A sub 20. Because the odometer reading will increase by 54 miles per day, since the odometer reading on day 1 is 60,473 miles, this is A1, because this is for the day 1. This is the same kind of example, only they are using theory to explain, okay? A1 is 60,473. You want to find the odometer reading in day 20. So we need to find the 20 term of the sequence. N is going to be 20. Is the same example we are going to do in here, okay? I think this topic is the easiest one from this chapter. I already told you yesterday that this is not going to give you any trouble. The more complicated were about the graph, and I think you understand about the graph. So we, the other week, started with this chapter 3. Now, we only replace in here. We are going to obtain the value, okay? The only complicated part in here maybe is when we multiply the 60,000. When we subtract, sorry, the 60,000. So we need to find, I'm going to use the black marker. A sub 20. I'm going to change this. Remember, this is not the same. Now we need to find the 20 term. The common difference is 54, and A sub 1 is, I don't have a space for A sub 1. 60,473. Okay, this is A1. You only need to replace it on the formula. A sub 20 is A sub 1, 60,473 plus N minus 1. N is 20, so you subtract 1. 20 minus 1 multiplied by D, that is going to be 54. So A sub 20 is equal 60,473 plus 19 times 54. And how much is going to be 19 times 54? 19 times 54 is equal 1026. So A sub 20 is 60,473 plus 1026. A sub 20 is equal, you only add this, here 61, okay, we can start from the 6 plus 3 is 9, 2 plus 7 is 9 again, 4, 61,499, okay. Yes, okay, this is for the day 20, then A1 is 60,473. You add with the number we want to get 20, and we multiply by 54. 54 is the common difference, okay? So at the end we have that in the day 20 is going to be 61,499. Only using the formula, okay? Using the formula, and you replace for the values you have in each exercise. Okay, we finished with this one. You need to work in the page 209. This is your homework. I'm going to write it in here. I'm going to write it for you. The page 209. Is what you have from homework. For homework 209, the guided practice. The part that says see example 1, see example 2, and see example 3. And you have only 8 exercises. Remember, you send the homework on Friday. Guys, please send the homework. I have many people from 9th grade that is not sending anything on any Friday. So please be attentive to the class and keep your homework at the day, okay? Try to work every day in the exercises. Do you have any question about this topic? Guys, do you have any question? Daira? Dania, do you have any question, Dania? Okay, are you sure, Dania?
Mister,
Tell me.
I have a question, and is that I don't understand the first example that you did. That was like how
The
can I
first
tell
one.
you? In the page 209, in the example 1, I don't understand what I have to do there.
This is you are going to solve it looking at example 1. The step 1 is find the difference. Only that they don't give you the difference. In here you subtract. And when you find the common difference, you find the next 3 terms. For example, the first one we have is 12, 8, 4, and 0. You have this 12, 8, 4, and 0. So you find the common difference, you subtract this minus this one, this minus the previous number, and again this minus the previous number. So 8 minus 12, you obtain negative 4. 4 minus 8, you obtain again negative 4. If you subtract 0 minus 4 again, you obtain negative 4. In all the numbers I subtracted, I obtained the same difference. So this is called the common difference because you can subtract to the numbers the same number, and you are going to obtain the next, okay? So D, in this case, the common difference is -4. I'm going to erase this. And now that I have my common difference, I can obtain the other numbers. I have 12, 8, 4, 0, and I want 3 more terms. The exercise is asking you for 3 more terms. So 0 minus 4 is -4. -4 minus -4 is -8. -8 minus -4 is going to be -12. So that's the reason why they obtain these terms in here. First, you obtain the common difference, and later you obtain 3 more terms of the sequence. Okay, guys. Practice, study, and I see you on Monday, I think. So you send me the homework tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Tomorrow, we see tomorrow.